Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find all the real values of x that satisfy this equation. Now, to solve this problem, before we expand the factors on the left-hand side, let us look at them one after the other. Now, when you look at this, you'll see the difference of two squares. Of course, you know that we can write this first factor as 5x squared minus 1 squared. And you know how we factorize the difference of two squares. We have 5x minus 1 times 5x plus 1. Now here we have 5x. Here we also have 5x. Here we have 2x. Now, is there something that we can do to 10x to give us 2x? Of course, there is. We can divide by 5. So we have 5. 10x divided by 5 is 2x. And 1 divided by 5 is 1 over 5. Now we still have 2x plus 1. And this is still equal to 11. Now let us rearrange these four factors. We have 5. We have 5x minus 1. We have 2x plus 1. We have 5x plus 1. And finally, we have 2x plus 1 over 5. And this is equal to 11. Now, we multiply the factors 2 at a time. 5x times 2x is 10x squared. 5x times 1 is 5x. Minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x. And minus 1 times 1 is minus 1. 5x times 2x is 10x squared. 5x times 1 over 5 is x. 1 times 2x is 2x. And 1 times 1 over 5 is 1 over 5. Now this is still equal to 11. Now 5x minus 2x is equal to 3x. We have 10x squared. And then we have minus 1. Of course, we still have 5. Now x plus 2x is also equal to 3x. We have 10x squared and we have plus 1 over 5, and this is still equal to 11. Now, notice that here we have 10x squared plus 3x. Here we also have 10x squared plus 3x. So to simplify this equation, let us do a substitution. Let 10x squared plus 3x be equal to the letter D. And with this substitution, we can now write the equation as 5 times D minus 1 times D plus 1 over 5 is equal to 11. And finally, we can now multiply these two factors. We have D times D, which is D squared. D times 1 over 5, which is D over 5. Minus 1 times D is minus D. And minus 1 times 1 over 5 is minus 1 over 5. This is equal to 11. Now, finally, we multiply by 5. When we open the bracket, we have 5D squared plus D minus 5D minus 1. This is equal to 11. Now, D minus 5D is minus 4D. Then we have 5D squared. We have minus 1. Now, if we move 11 over to the left-hand side, it becomes minus 11. Minus 1 minus 11 is minus 12. Now, this is equal to 0. Now, we can solve this quadratic equation by factorization. Since the coefficient of D squared is not 1, let us use the table method. What are the factors of 5D squared? We have D and 5D. What are the factors of minus 12? We have 2 and 6. Now, since this is negative, let this be the negative factor. D times 6 is 6D. 5D times minus 2 is minus 10D. And of course, minus 10D plus 6D is going to give us minus 4D. So when we factorize this, we have D minus 2 multiplied by 5D plus 6 is equal to 0. And of course, from here, we have that either D minus 2 is equal to 0 or 5D plus 6 is equal to 0. And finally now, remember that D is 10x squared plus 3x. So in this case, we have that 10x squared plus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. And in this case, we have that 5 times 10x squared plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. So to find all the values of x that satisfy this equation, we simply have to solve these two quadratic equations. Now, in this first case, we can solve this quadratic equation by factorization. So let us solve it using completing the squares method. The first thing we need to do is to make sure that the coefficient of x squared is 1. So we are going to divide through this equation by 10. When we do that, we have x squared plus 3 over 10x minus 2 over 10 is equal to 0. Now, 2 over 10 is 1 over 5. The next thing we are going to do is to move the constant term over to the right-hand side. When we do that, we have x squared plus 3 over 10x is equal to 1 over 5. Now, we divide the coefficient of x by 2, square it, and add to both sides to complete the square on the left-hand side. When we do that, we have x squared plus 3 over 10x plus 3 over 20 squared is equal to 1 over 5 plus, now 3 over 20 squared is 9 over 400. Now we can also write 1 over 5 as 80 over 400. Of course, to get this, we simply multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 80. We have 9 over 400. Now they have the same denominator. Now this is a perfect square. So we take 1x and we take 3 over 20 and we square. Now this is equal to 80 plus 9 is 89 over 400. And now we take square root of both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have that x plus 3 over 20 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 89 over 400. And finally, to find the value of x, we subtract 3 over 20 from both sides of this equation. So we have that x is equal to minus 3 over 20 plus or minus root 89 over root 400, which is 20. So we have two values of x. We have that x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus root 89 all over 20. Now, in the second case, we have 50x squared plus 15x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now, I don't think that this quadratic equation is going to yield any real roots, but let us be sure. We have the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. Now, b is 15. 15 squared is 225. Minus 4 times a is 50. And c is 6. Now this is equal to 225 minus 4 times 50 is 200. 200 times 6 is 1200. Of course, you know that this number is going to be negative. And you know that when the discriminant of a quadratic equation is negative, then that quadratic equation has no real roots. Remember, we are only looking for the real values of x that satisfy this equation. So the only real values of x that satisfy this equation are these two values of x. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more tutorials here.